Hey, what's up YouTube friends? Hey, today I got a neat little project. I got this engine oil cooler from Derale. It's a model number 15501 and it comes complete with everything you see here. It comes with the cooler, and then it comes with the oil filter adapter, the fittings, the hose, everything that you need in order to install this kit. And what it is, if you open it up, you look, you have your cooler that comes in. And these come in different sizes depending on what kit you buy. These come in small, medium, and large, different type coolers. This happens to be the smallest one they make. Comes with an instruction kit and everything inside. Your oil filter adapter, all your different fittings for your oil filter depending on which one you have. I ordered a switch, which is a 180 degree thermostat that comes on and off, and the reason I ordered that was because I purchased a fan, electric fan, 12-volt electric fan that did not come with the kit. This is separate from the kit, but what it does, it'll fit on top of your cooler like so, and this switch will turn the fan on and off as needed. Makes it more of an automatic type setup. Here's your oil filter adapter. Your oil filter goes on this side, and the plug fitting threads through here, goes through here, and that goes where the oil filter originally threads on the side of the block. Pretty easy setup. This is your outlet, and this is your inlet, and this will go to here and to there for supply and return. So what it is I have this tractor here. I don't know if you can see it too well, but anyway, it's a good, so it's like a 50 horse, and it's getting hot. It doesn't get like hot like it's going to run overheat, but it's just hotter than what it normally should run. I've had the radiator cleaned, had the coil replaced in it, and that helped a little bit, but still it would help a lot if we had an oil cooler on it. It would get this engine temperature, the oil temperature down, and really help this engine out. So if you look, here's the oil filter. This is primarily where we're going to go. We're going to take the oil filter off, and we're going to put the adapter piece in place here, and then we'll run the hoses somewhere along through this area of the engine to the front. And we're going to mount that cooler somewhere up in here. We're going to have to make a bracket or some kind of fixture to hold it. We'll figure that out when we get to that point. So let's get started. All right, so now that we got the hoses run, we got them run to the front, got them run through behind the radiator and around to the oil filter cooler adapter. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to put our O-ring on the back side here. It goes in here, and then we're gonna make sure that our mating surfaces are clean, and then we're gonna install this adapter nut. Goes in here, which in turn bolts directly onto there as it runs to the adapter. Okay, now we got our adapter in. We got the nut here that's fitting torqued down to 20 foot-pounds like it says in the instructions. Check all your fittings, make sure your hose clamps are tight. And the last thing we got to do is install our oil filter on the adapter. And that's all there is to it. The adapter is installed on the engine block. The hoses are run to the front. So the next thing we're going to do is figure out how we're going to mount the cooler and the fan, and we'll install that. We should be done. All right, now that I got all the hoses run, I had to build a custom bracket on the front of my tractor. I had to weld onto this side piece here that holds the AC part. But I used some 1/4 inch material, flat bar, welded it on here and there, and I put some stops on it so it won't slide out the end. And I used Tygon tubing to hold it in place. And what we can do is we're able to lift this thing out to clean it if we need to. And so it went really well. The other thing is I installed the temperature switch. This is on the supply side, and this little switch will run the fan that we're going to mount on the front of the oil cooler here in just a second. We'll wire it in. This switch is set to come on at 180 and it's set to go off at 160. So it runs that fan in automatic, so we don't have to put on a switch or anything. That's how it fit. Turned out really good. Alright, so we got the fan installed, we got the wiring done, and as you can see, that's about all there is to it. This thing's wired in. When the switch hits 180, it's remotely turn the fan on, and when it gets down to about 160, 165, it's going to shut off on its own. Plenty of clearance. Everything fits. The hood shuts just fine. I can still get the air cleaner off. I can get this thing out of here to clean it if I need to. It'll come right out just like so. No, you can't see it too well, but I can lay it over the side and I can clean it and get access to everything else. Get access to my AC condenser, radiator, everything. So that's it, guys. Like and subscribe, and we'll see how it works out. Thank you very much. Alright, so we're in Texas today, and it's probably 95 degrees outside. Man, what a difference this oil cooler's made. You can see we're running just below the normal line. Normally we would run right at the white and red, split whenever we're running the AC and it's hot like it is outside. So we got the air going today, and man, it feels good in here. It's probably, I don't know, 40, right around 38, 40 degrees in here inside the cab. Outside, man, it's blustering hot. And the oil cooler, kind of a 7-foot damp ride, and it's made a big difference, I can say, running this oil cooler and cutting this heavy grass we have out here in this Texas heat. So hopefully you like the video. Like and subscribe, and watch for more videos soon to come. Thanks, guys. Have a great one.